Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the Rockets B League. Parkway Central Colts B League game versus the St. John Vienna. Vienna looking to center, does so. Central kicks it back into Vienna's zone. Back into neutral, Vienna in control. Holy smokes, this is fast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on it. Shot deflected left off the Parkway goalie. Central passes the neutral zone, but then it ends up back in Vienna's hands. Vienna shot from the point and covered by the Parkway goalie. 9:24 left in the first period. Central loses the draw. Shot from the point deflected. Oh goodness. Look at this. You don't have to touch it. It just erupted. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Have a little bit of a blunder here, trying to get everything cleaned up. The Rockets send it back into the neutral zone. Vienna is offsides. Why did that happen? Oh, I said Rockets again. Dang it. Sorry, it's the Central Colts. I'm going to get this right, I promise. St. John Vienny versus Central Colts. That's right. Vienny in the neutral zone. Passes it up. Oh, I missed that on film. That was good. Shot by Vienny and then saved by the goalie for Central. It's my third game, man.
Oh, wow.
Face off, headed back towards Vienna's zone. They send it in the neutral zone. Momentum heading back the other way. No hook called on that. Oh, yeah, he did. He called it.
Let's go, Vienny!
Face off inside of central zone. Face off won by Vienny. Vienny from the point shot, deflected in front by the defender. Or I'm sorry, by the winger. And Central's heading the other way. Pounces it off the boards. Vienny back in center. Crosses the zone. Face off in Vienny's zone. Back to Salmons. About the only player I know the name of, unfortunately. It's all right. Vienny takes it into the neutral zone, heading back the other way. Central with Vienny at center ice. They skate around. Vienny gathering speed into the neutral zone. Past the blue line. Center pass. Shot on net. Deflected in front by the goalie. Central gets it back through the neutral zone again. All the way back on net towards the goalie of Vienny. The Rockets change up the defense. Shot. Glove save by the Parkway goalie. Nice work there. Glove save with 6:22 left in the first period. Score is all tied up 0-0. Shot wide of the net. Whoa. Vienny takes a hard fall into the boards and then trips our guy, but no call on the play. Parkway clears the zone, heads into the neutral zone. Tries to get a shot deflected in front by Vienny. Shot from the winger on the left side. Heading the other way now. Good back check. Shot deflected in front by the Parkway goalie. Another shot, or another chance in front again. Can't get through though. Central's heading the other way and past the neutral zone, past the blue line. Center pass, but nobody's there for the Central team. Central trying to keep it deep in the zone. Vienny flips it into the neutral zone, heads past the blue line. No icing. Central clears the zone. It's going to be an icing on the Central team. Icing on the Colts. Puck's going to come back to the other side of the ice. Back into the Colts zone. Face off won by Central. And then puck stolen by Central. Puck was won by Vienna and then stolen by Central. Central skates down, gets a shot on net, deflected in front by the Vienny goalie. Vienny head back through the neutral zone, heading the other way. They slow everything down just a little bit, send it back into the neutral zone. Back over to their winger, back to the center. Big guy here. Rockets Colts get it out of the zone. Salmon's back with it. Sends it across the ice. Central can't quite pick that up. Salmon slows down the play, and then a shot on net, deflected off the pad and then up into the net. With 3:51 left in the first period, we got a 0-0 score. Both teams playing pretty evenly. Seems like Vienny has the control of the puck in their zone, in a Rocket zone, the Central zone a little bit more. I promise, folks, I'm gonna get this right. Face-off controlled by Vienny. Hope I'm even saying that right. Shot, blocked off the net, off the goalie. Packed up back to the winger on Central. Gets checked right in the middle of the ice, no penalty. Shot from Central, deflected in front. Puck ends up all the way back on the other side of the ice. It's gonna be an icing on Vienny. Face-off in Vienny's zone. Colts lose that face-off, or it ends up going to the goalie who covers. So you can call that a win, I guess. Face-off controlled by Central, I guess. Central sends it back to the point. He sends it a shot that goes wide right. Central winger on the left side sends it behind the net. Up to the point again. He sends it deep. Right to a Vienny player, though. That ends up in the neutral zone. Skating the other way. Waved icing here. Central trying to skate out of the zone. They do. Heading back the other way. Bennett's heading fast. Shot wide right. Doesn't even touch the goal. He ends up all the way into the neutral zone again. Central has to get back on sides, and they do, and then they send the puck back in. Vienny heading through, slowed down by Central, but not held up. They keep going through the neutral zone in the blue line, but they're offsides. That was a horrible offsides penalty on the Vienna team. It was like the guy was just hanging out on the other side of the blue line, but it happens sometimes. Face-off right outside of Central zone. Won by Central, sent back to the defense, but then back to Vienna, who sends it to the deep right side of the board. Whoa, not sure why the goalie dropped his stick there. That was crazy. Central just needs to get it out of the zone now so that doesn't hurt us. Salmon's with the puck. Checks against the board. And then they lose the zone. Waved icing, no icing here. Goaltender's getting his stick back. Oh, they do call icing. Oh, they call holding. Not icing, holding. Not sure on who. Let's see who it is. Holding on Vienna. So that's going to give Central a power play with 1:56 left in the first period. Number 26 taking the face off. Roth at point. Looks to skate around. Gets a shot wide left. Now it's on back the other way. Salmons gets a stick on it. Holds up the play from going any further. Central heads back into the zone. Central looks to center it, but ends up wide shot. Can't quite hold the blue line. Salmon skates around, sends it back towards the zone. Vienny gets control of it, crosses the blue line into the neutral zone. Here they go. Stick on it though, held up. They get back into it. Skate around Ooh, hard shot, wide left. Central trying to get it out of the zone again, and they do. Defense changes up their lines for Central. Vienny headed back the other way fast. Skate around one defender and put it right past the goalie on the left side. Stick side. Goal for Vienny. With 43 seconds left in the first period, 18 seconds left. They had actually a shorthanded goal there. Never a good sign. Face off won by Vienny. Send it into the zone, but Central is looking to control. Central in control of the puck right now. Past the blue line. They head into the zone. And then lose it. Vienny's head the other way. Tried to make a check there, but missed. Bennett reverses directions. Is heading through the neutral zone. He's got all by himself. He's got, it's just a 4-on-1. He centers it. Central had somebody there, but couldn't quite get a shot on net. Sent back towards the net, deflected off the goalie to end the period. Minute in between periods here at Fenton Ice Forum. Didn't have much time to introduce myself. We're here with the B League team, St. John Vienna, which is a school I actually never heard of because I'm not from here, but they're doing a good job tonight versus the Parkway Central Colts. Always learning something in hockey because every year I get older, or my son gets older, I learn a little bit more about the sport and how everything operates. My seventh graders playing here with, I believe, ninth graders, or anybody that's 14U can play in this game. That's why you see such a difference in the sizes of the boys. With that said, we're going to start the second period here. Everybody changes it up. Vienny has too many in the ice, corrects that real quick. Face off here. Won by Vienny. They head into the neutral zone, send it up. Salmons collects the puck. Sends it across the ice, but intercepted by Vienny. Deflected off the right side of the goalie. Big check. Salmons with the puck, sends it up the side of the boards. Clears the zone, but Vienny gets right back at it. They circle around the back of the net. Shot. I think I missed that, but shot deflected in front. Another shot deflected in front. Central's goalie is doing a good job of keeping them from coming in. Another Rockets clear the zone. Central clears the zone. Another Freudian slips there, ladies and gentlemen. Shot wide left. Rockets look to be controlling the puck here. All of a sudden, and then we're going to get a penalty here. Interference. And that's going to be called on Vienny. Number 66 is going to get a penalty here for interference. It's going to give Central a power play here with 10:43 left in the second period. Face off. Controlled by Central. No trip on that call. Not sure why. Central with somebody on the side. There is shot. And it's score. Parkway Central comes away with a goal here with 10:25 left in the second period. A minute 13 left in the power play. So they got a nice little power play goal there to tie the game. That'll bring us back to even strength. Face-off won by Vienny. Then controlled by Central, sends it deep into the zone. Bennett on defense right now. Brother pair. That's always sweet to see. Central keeps it in the zone. Shot bounces off the goalie's pad. Another center pass. Central can't quite connect there. And then Central loses the blue line. Sends it over to Bennett. Bennett to Bennett. And Central's just there to take the puck. Check against the boards. Bennett on the other side of the ice. Does a little poke check little thing there. Skates around. And shot and deflected off. And then does a wraparound. And goal. He had that all by himself, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of fun for him. Nice little celly. He pretty much took that puck all by himself, skated it around, got a shot, deflected in front, and then did a little wraparound goal. Great job by Bennett on that play. Face off, controlled by the Rockets. I'm sorry, Central. Dang it, I'm gonna get this right. The Colts. Oh, offside. Oh, they call it. That was offsides for sure. Yeah. They did not call it though. Tripping called right there. Central gets the puck, and that's going to be a tripping call. Vienna's still skating around with the puck. Looks like they might pull their goalie here. Nope. Oh, and that'll be the end of that play. It's going to be tripping on Central. Hey, for anybody that didn't know, I'm trying to record these videos now in 4K while I stream them in 1080p. So if you check out the YouTube channel, you'll see usually I got a 4K recording that happens after the live stream. I try to get it uploaded as fast as possible. But hopefully the 4K video gives, it's a little bit wider perspective, so it gives you a little bit different camera view. So anybody that's interested in checking that out, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, you can always check out the 1080p stream. 1080p stream's a little bit more zoomed in. So I try to zoom in as much as I can so all the fans at home can see what's going on. And then the 4K stream's a little bit more zoomed out, so maybe that's for the coaches so they can see a little bit more what's going on there. Central's got to get it out of the zone. And looks like they do. Vienna takes over again though. Back a 2-on-2 here. Right in front of the net. A good little stick. Good hustle there. Clears the zone, but can't get control of the puck. Vienna then sends it back. Across the ice again. Point steps up shot. Wide right. Along the left side of the boards, Vienna sends it to the point. Point skates around a couple guys. Salmon's in control of the puck. Looks like he's gonna skate with it. Passes it up. Salmons is right there. Salmon's hustling. Vienna heads it back the other way. And then loses zone. Delayed offsides, but no call there because they got onside. Vienny picks up the puck, heads into the neutral zone, is going fast across the line. Nobody's got him. They got a shot chance here. Oh, but they're pushed outside deep by Bennett. Holds the line, Vienny does. Shot ends up deflected left. Back to the Vienny point on the left side. They skate in. Salmons ends up with the puck. Sends it out of the zone. Vienny back in the neutral zone. Whoa, sorry there. They cross over, no offsides. Puck back into the neutral zone. Central clears the zone again. They got a chance here, one-on-one. They got two guys. Shot deflected off the pads of the goalie. Leg pads. Puck back in the corner. .456 left in the second period. Vienny heading the other way. Shot wide left. Goalie didn't even touch it. Back to the point on the right side. Shot. Glove saved by the Central goalie. Let's go Colts. 4:37 left in the second period.
Hey, something happened, boys!
Face-off controlled by Central, but back to the point. Vienny sends it back deep, wide right of the net. Winger in the corner. Sends it back to the point. Shot. Glove saved by the Parkway Central Colts goalie. 4:18 left in the second. Any of you Colts parents out there that want to do some part-time announcing, just let me know. I've got a second mic, and you're welcome to come join me anytime you'd like. Vienny around the corner. Open spot shot. Bounces off the backside of the net. Central heads through the neutral zone. Past the blue line. Oh my! It's going to give Bennett another goal. That's his second tonight, I think. Nice little smooth goal he did there. 3:48 left in the second period. Bennett with another goal. Face off center ice, won by Vienny. They send it across to their defender, who sends it across to his center right across the blue line. Back to the point. Ends back. Oh, right in front of the net. Back off the goalie's pads. Central trying to clear the zone now. Do so. They've got a guy. Vienny picks it up. Behind the back of the net. Salmons keeps it in the zone. Vienny head the other way. Back to the point. Shot deflected. Oh boy. Shot deflected, and then there was some chatter going around the side post over there, but they were able to contain that to the back side of the net, and no save needed. 2:51 left in the second. Face-off won by Vienny, and then immediate shot blocked. Salmon's trying to control the puck. Over to Central's winger. He passes up, intercepted by Vienny. Central trying to get it out of the zone, do so. Send it across to the middle of the ice. Get it deep. Samus falls back. Vienny in control in the neutral zone. Tries to pass it to their defender. Flicked up the boards. Vienny's headed back the other way. Salmon's verse 23. He doesn't have any of that. Nope, missed that little check, he did. Heading back the other way. Shot, defended in front and covered by the goalie for Vienny. Minute 37 left in the second period. Central leads 3-1. Face-off controlled by Vienny, it looks like, but the Rockets Central keeps it in. Trying to center. Central behind the net. Center again. Bennett sends it over to his winger. Shot deflected in front by the defender and into the net. Bring us another face-off inside of the Vienny zone. Minute 15 left in the second. Face-off controlled by Central. Behind the net. Little bit of check shot. Deflected off the pads of the goalie. Central again with control of the puck. Sends it over to wide left shot. One of their wingers there from the center of the ice. Or not the center ice. Shot deflected off the stick of the goalie for Central. Central passes it up to the winger. He crosses the blue line and then gets held up. Puck dancing around the neutral zone. There's the blue line into the central zone. We're looking to center it, but nobody's home. Central headed back the other way. It's Green. Whoa. Green with the shot. Bounces off the pad. 10 seconds left in the period. Wrap around unsuccessful. Backhand unsuccessful. And that'll end the period. Central's up 3-1 after 2. Central starts off the third period here, losing the face-off. Vienny in their own zone, move into the neutral zone. Vienny in control of the puck. Moves it back to the corner. Skates around, pass. Left side blocked in front by Central. Shot ends up getting through to the goalie, who deflects it to the right. Salmons gets a stick on that one, doesn't let it get through. Oh, that's offsides. No offsides called. And Vienny heads back into their own zone through the neutral zone. And they call offsides. Probably more important of an offsides the first time. 10. Yeah, I did feel like I make up offsides. 10:53 left in the third. Face-off controlled by Central. Bennett into the neutral zone. And icing on Bennett. Just kidding. Icing on Central. Back in Central zone, face-off. Controlled by Vienny, and then it's getting rattled around right in front of the net. Central kicks it out. It's going to be icing on Central. It's going to bring the puck all the way to the other side of the ice at 10:27 left in the third period. We'll have a face-off inside of Central zone. Face-off won by Central. Then sent up to their point to, there we go. Central's trying to get it out of the zone here. There they go. They do so. But Vienny intercepts it, heads back the other way. Shot. Oh, bounces over the top of the net. Center pass by Vienny is no good. And then they're going to call that icing. I didn't think that was on the Central team, but evidently it was. Central changes lines. Vienny changes lines. 9:41 left in the third period. Both teams come out fresh. Face-offs then shot. Vienny. Salmon's into the corner. He's looking to skate it out, looking to pass it. Does so. Passes across the ice. Deflected a little bit in front by Vienny, so it wasn't a clean pass, but it was a good shot. They're headed back the other way. Didn't trick Salmons on that little funny move. Back to Vienny at the point. They send it down low. Trying to look fancy here, but it's not working. Central's picking up on that. And, oh, no lot. They didn't lose the zone. Oh, they call elbow on Salmons. Salmons draws the penalty, sends Vienny into the box. It's going to give Central a power play here. 8:52 left in the third period. Shot wide left. Vienny takes control, heads back the other way. And shot by number 14 from Vienny. Gets a goal here with 8:35 left. On a shorthanded goal at that. It's good. Vienny parents getting a little worked up, thinking the calls aren't being made on both sides. Face off. One by Colt, sends it into the zone. Shot from the defender there, or from the winger, and then covered by the goalie.
There we go, guys.
Face off. One by Vienny. They head through the neutral zone. Defenders can't keep up with them. Shot and goal. Sniped it. Defenders missed that. It's going to tie the score at 3-3. Vienny still, that's 2 shorthanded goals in the last minute. 8:11 left in the third period. 49 seconds left in the power play. I don't know if we want to be on a power play anymore at this rate. If we get another goal, we definitely don't want to be on a power play. Sam is behind the net. He circles around. He's looking to outlet the pass. He does so to his winger, gets it out of the zone. He then sends it right back into central zone. Central shot deflected off the pad of the goalie. Vienny sends it the other way. Heading fast through the neutral zone, past the blue line. Shot on net, deflected by the goalie. And they do clear the zone again. Central head the other way. Vienny picks up the puck. Skates behind the net. Cross the blue line, past the red line. Into the neutral zone, past 2 guys, and shot and covered by the Parkway goalie with 7:08 left in the third. The momentum's definitely building up for the Vienny team today, right now. Face-off controlled by Central, but then Vienny sends it deep into the zone again off of the intercepted pass. Central clears the zone, heading back the other way. Central looking to pass it up to the point. Green shot. Deflected and then over the top of the net. Central loses the zone. Chasing after it. They pick up the puck behind the net. Skating fast. Sends it up the boards. And gets ahead of it again. Shot. A goal. Wow, that was a fast-paced set of... That was super fast-paced right there, ladies and gentlemen. Parkway comes through. I can't even explain it all, but Parkway's up 4-3. 4-3. That's what I said. Central looking to clear the zone. They don't. Sammons picks up the stick, or picks up the puck, passes it up to his winger, who enters into the neutral zone, sends it deep past the blue line. Vienny picks it up though, and they're headed back the other way. Shot ends up being high and wide. Back to Vienny again, another shot. Deflected in front. Another shot from the point, but deflected in front. Sammons gets a stick on it. Vienny sends it around the boards again. Parents asking for a pass. Oh, the parents can't handle this. No passing. Deflected out in front by Sammons again. And Central takes it past the blue line. Vienny collects it back in their own zone. Looks to get everything back together again as they cross the red line into the blue line. Shot deflected out in front. 4:40 left in the third period. Face-off control by Vienny. Shot, gloved in front, and then back into play. Vienny in control behind the net. They're looking to center. Oh, wide left. Bennett with the puck. Skates through the zone, past the red line, into the blue line. He's going up, he's taking it all by himself. He centers it, gets in front of, but the can't quite connect on that. Pass across to Bennett Brother on brother love. Vienny heading back the other way. Deflected in front by Bennett. Bennett sends it up to his winger into the neutral zone. Check right in front. A little too aggressive. They're going to call that one interference, I guess. They're going to call that one unnecessary roughness. There's a movie for that. Unnecessary roughness. I make up my own rules. Unnecessary roughness. Parkway, 5-on-4. They lose the zone. Vienny's heading the other way fast. Oh no, and they get a shorthanded goal. That's the third shorthanded goal we've had tonight. There's one thing I can tell you, you can't win hockey games giving up shorthanded goals. You can try, but it just won't work. Face off ends up Vienny's hands, but Central's trying to get it back into the neutral zone. Sammons with the puck sends it across the boards to Bennett, who's heading into the zone. Whoa, sorry about that. Takes it all by himself. Shot. Shot from the point from the other Bennett and covered by the goalie after a deflection. That was not the other Bennett, sorry, that was Green. Back to Sammons at the point. Sammons sends it deep again. Vienny takes control of it. And that's going to be a penalty.
Do not retaliate!
Hey, let's get one now, boys. We need one.
Score is all tied up 4-4. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the period. 32 seconds left in the power play for Vienny. Actually, no, that's not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So 4-on-4. Only one penalty reflected. Vienny wins the face-off but loses the puck. Centered by Central. Great save by Vienny's goalie. Central again. Central taking it back the other way. Salmons pushes him outside. Covered by Central's goalie with 2:04 left in the third. Central changes the O-line. The 2:04, Central wins the faceoff, but then Vienny controls it back to the point. Shot, glove save by Central's goalie with 1:56 left in the game. 46 seconds left in the power play. Shot, pad save, Central clears the zone and sent back in. Then iced by Central, but they wave it off. Vienny goes into the neutral zone. Lots of fancy skating. And then the puck's lost by Vienny. Central's head back the other way. They got two guys. Great back check. Oh, and they score! Great hustle there. Is that Black? Sorry, I don't know the names, folks, but number 11 gets the goal on that one. Great goal by Central. It's going to bring them up 5-4 with 54 seconds left in the period. They got to play some defense now. I don't know if Vienny's going to pull their goalie or not. 54 seconds left to find out. Vienny wins the faceoff. Central with the puck again. Center pass. Oh man, Central had a couple opportunities there. I don't think the puck was covered, but they blew the whistle dead anyway. They probably could have pounded that in if somebody would have been there. 38 seconds left in the game. Central leading 5-4. Face off, controlled by Central, back into their own zone. Bennett sends it deep, all the way around the boards. 20 seconds left. Central keeps it in the zone, centers it. Another shot deflected off the goalie. Central's doing a good job keeping it in the zone. They got a guy. Oh, shot, and then shot deflected off the goalie. Central does a great job there at the end, containing everything. Get the win 5-4. The latest hockey game I've ever videoed or ever been to, if it wasn't the pro game. That's what this game was tonight. 9:55 start time. What time is it now? 10:46 bedtime. That's past my bedtime, but thanks for watching, everybody.